everybody, and welcome to another video. It's me, Kelsey. I'm back with part 2 of my Christmas grind. Currently, I have one gift finished, and that is the final major gift. However, there is a looming darkness on the horizon, and that is the battle against the trivets. Currently, I have 5 color trivets that I need to make for my mother, and last time I attempted to make 5 trivets, it resulted in a muscle strain. So one can only hope that I can take enough time and spread these out enough that it doesn't happen again. Because I cannot take more shoulder pain. However, a little bit more exciting than the trivets is my very selfish, very fun Christmas popover. I talked about this in our last video, but it's basically just a dicky with a granny stitch Christmas tree in the front. I've been including pony beads as little ornaments. I have plans to do a little star applique on the top for that, and then sew on a couple chains of this nice and lovely loops and thread horrible dish scrub yarn. Make that some tinsel to go across this tree, and it'll be adorable, I'm sure. And hopefully I can get this done in the next 2 weeks. I assume I can, otherwise this video is basically pointless, because if I can't get it done within the next 2 weeks, I might as well just give up. So I feel like I start every one of these clips with some variation of the phrase "it's been a while," but it actually has been a little while. I think the last time we spoke was on Sunday, and it's now Friday. And there's a good reason for that, because on Wednesday we had to put my childhood dog down, which was really unfortunate, and even though it's not super unexpected, still rough. So that happened Wednesday, and then also on Wednesday, I had standing plans to go to a German Christmas market with my friends. We go every year, we always go on the first day, and this was a standing plan. And it's what's fucked up about putting your dog down is that they make you fucking schedule an appointment. So I went, and I gave myself freedom to purchase whatever I want because my dog died. So I'm just gonna show you real quick all the items I bought, because I was sad because my dog is fucking dead. Also, to just clarify real quick, the dog that passed was Clementine. She's my childhood dog. Brutus, the dog that you probably see in a lot of these videos and on my Instagram, he's fine. Anyway, so one of the first things I got, there was this store last year when we went that has haunted me. I've thought about it a lot. And they make like jackets out of reclaimed quilts. And last year I didn't buy anything because most of what they had were the jackets, and they were very expensive, rightfully so. They're hand sewn, whatever, just not in my budget. But this year they had like smaller items that I was like, yes, because I've thought about those jackets like all year. Like, I love those jackets so much. But this year, with the smaller items, I was like, that I can do. And the shop is Nee Twigs. I'll put a link in the description. So this year I bought this bag. She said it was from a quilt from the 1930s. It's very cute. It's like, it has a fun floral pattern, has cute pinks and reds and stuff, and it's just matches a lot of what I wear. And it's a lot of fun, so I bought that. And then I also got this pair of mittens. This is from a quilt made in the 1800s, and then the bottom is like a reclaimed sweater. I chose this color just because it's a more neutral, like brown. There were some really cute like pink ones and red ones and green ones, but I went with these just because I have a brown jacket and like I wear a lot of different hats, so this is what works out the best. I also bought some wool socks. These were not like they're definitely like mass market produce socks, but I bought them because I really like the pattern. I also got a different pair, but I wore them yesterday and they smell. And finally, that brings us to the last thing I wanted to talk about. This is my current progress on the popover. I still have like 4 more centimeters, 5 more rounds to do, and it's just been rotting my brain a little bit, so it took me a second to recollect my motivation this week, but I'm gonna try and push through and get this front done tonight, because I really want to get this done by Wednesday, because my work is having like a Christmas sweater thing, and I just would like to be able to wear this there. Okay, well, all of my plans for today have severely gone out of the window and are no longer viable. I had the misfortune of really fucking up my back this morning. I was cleaning and just vacuuming, and I don't know when it happened. I don't know what happened. I just know that at some point my back really, really started to hurt. And at this point, it's unpleasant to stand or sit up. So now I am lying on top of a heated blanket and just praying for for things to resolve itself. So that's where we are at this point. I don't know what this is going to do to my goals, and how it will affect them, but we'll see. Okay, so we have a development. I remembered I have periscope glasses, so I'm gonna be a soldier and fight for my deadlines while taking care of my back and lying on my bed. Okay, so I blacked out and like fully finished the majority of this. However, we have an issue. I made this a little bit too big, and then there's tension issues that cause this to like cinch in the center. So currently what I'm trying to do is block that out. I ran out of the light red towards the end, so there's a little bit of a discrepancy in the color, but I figure, it doesn't really matter that much. I added like these little bands at the bottom, but I've decided that what I'm actually gonna do is do 3 like cords that can be tied up the side. That way I can like pull, like I can just cinch in the sides as much as necessary. And hopefully that'll be fixed. That'll work out. But yeah, tomorrow I'll do the details on the tree and the star, and then it'll be done, for better or worse. I'm sorry if the audio during this section sounds absolutely fuck-ass. I'm wearing a headphone. But this is what I have landed on for the ties on the side. I'm just making a little chain and then weaving it in between the chain spaces. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. The front is longer than the back, but I'm not going back and make the back longer. Absolutely not. And I'm out of yarn, even if I wanted to. So that's where we stand at this moment. Okay. So obviously these sides will need a little bit more adjustment, but this is the situation right now, and honestly, I like it. I think it's gonna be cute. And final details are for the star, and then the tinsel across the tree, and then it'll be done to wear for tomorrow. Okay, So I have finished with the details. Thank God. I'm glad it's over. I will say that adding like this little like surface crochet of the tinsel, pain in the ass, but it did definitely help this read as a Christmas tree a little bit more. The star is comically big, but I didn't want to have to stand up and get a different size crochet hook. So yeah. But altogether, I'm still a little bit in the phase where this is the ugliest thing I've ever made. But I think once I put it together and like I'm actually wearing like wearing like normal clothes tomorrow, I'll feel better about it. So I'll show you that tomorrow. Here we are, all finished. Definitely, I said this last night, but definitely the tinsel really made it read more as a tree, and the star also helps a lot as well. And it looks like it definitely, I'm very happy with the end product of this. One thing that is killing me a little bit is the way that this is cinching like at the center down here, but that's just going to have to be something I live with, and since this is a seasonal garment, I suppose I'll just have to make it work. I guess one thing I didn't account for when making this is that I was adding more rows to the granny square for width, and definitely that made it I made it a little bit too big at the width, but I also should have probably only done the sides for a little bit because the length is kind of crazy on this, especially considering like the back is a little bit shorter, and I definitely like the back's length a lot more than I like this, especially with the stupid like weird center bunching that it gets. But I've definitely learned something from this project. So I finished with the Christmas sweater, which leaves the question, why am I still talking to you? And that's because now we are in trivet hell. The last thing I have to grind out before I can be considered completely done with the Christmas TBR is the trivets. I have one done. I added an extra row of bubble stitch. I can't remember what stitch this is to this one. And then I didn't do the row of like slip stitch across the edge just because I can't do that without causing it to curl, so I'm just not gonna do it for the rest of these. I don't know if you can hear that. I feel like I'm in a fucking episode of Scooby-Doo. The wind is literally moaning outside. It's like crazy. Like this is haunted house level shit. Anyway, so I have one done. I will not be doing one in this color. I don't like it, and I don't think my mom would like it, so I'm just gonna save myself the effort. This color, I will be making one in. This is one of the colors I have left, and then this is the other color I have left. Okay, this is really flattering. I finished a second one, and I even wove in both my ends, so congratulations to me as an overachiever. It's looking very cute. So we're almost done with trivets. The unfortunate thing about this pillow is that it is flesh colored, so I do feel like sometimes when I have it on my lap and I turn on my camera like this, it does look like I just have like a weird shaped belly. But anyway, I'm done. I'm free. I officially have finished all of the Christmas knits or Christmas crochet projects, except I'm kind of feeling I might make my friend a hat, but that will not be done before Christmas, so I'm not gonna think about it for now. I have other obligations that are not for Christmas, so they do not belong in this video. Alright everybody, so that's gonna be it for this video, but don't worry, I did manage to get sick before the deadline of Christmas Day, so I will be having a sore throat throughout the holidays, so thank God for that. But anyway, I have successfully completed my Christmas sweater for this year, as well as the final couple trivets for gifts today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next couple ones. Please subscribe if you would like to see them. If you have any comments, leave a comment. And then like this video if you did in fact like it. I appreciate you being here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.